Hi, I'm Chad with Move for Guitar. This lesson is from our series Guitar Chords for Beginners. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play an open F major 6 chord. Here's an open F major 6 chord. You can also call it an F6 chord. And this is a less common beginner chord, but if you know your basic beginner open chords, it shouldn't be too difficult for you to learn, and it can add a lot of color to your playing, so it'd be really useful to learn early on. And if you look in the description, there's a list of beginner chords that I recommend learning first because they're more common and will be more useful to you. So I'd recommend looking down there and making sure that you know all of those chords first and then learn this chord. But like I said, it's not that difficult of a chord to learn if you know your basic beginner chords, and it can add a lot of color to your playing. And another thing about this chord is that it can also be called a D minor / F chord. So you can use it as a D minor chord or you can use it as an F major chord. It's interchangeable, so it's called an inharmonic equivalent, which doesn't really matter if you don't understand what that means, but it's basically two chords that share the same notes but have different names. So you can either use this as an F major 6 or a D minor / F. And the fingering for this chord is your third finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret, your second finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, your 4th finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and your 1st finger on the 1st string, 1st fret. And with this chord, you don't play the 6th or the 5th string, so you can block those out. And depending on the shape of your hand, I can block it out with my 3rd finger. I can block out the 5th string just by lightly touching up underneath, and I can block out the 6th string with my thumb. But if your hands aren't big enough to reach up to block the 6th string, you might just have to block out the 5th string and be careful not to hit the 6th string while you're strumming. So that's an open F major 6 chord.